Hey, I just want to talk about the switch to tariff situation. I was looking at some stuff and I got to thinking. So I'm going to throw some prices out there and I want you to think about this. And this is no big deal. This is no, I'm telling y'all straight up, even with the tariffs, some of y'all put, uh, I noticed when I made that video, I came in, I got on YouTube and I seen that they had uh, you know, Nintendo decided to not take pre-orders because they got to rearrange the price. And I seen a YouTuber already saying that they're going to be asking for $600. And I was looking at that, and I got to thinking like, yeah, I forgot about the tariffs. Trump's tariffs. Trump's tariffs is what they call it. Tariffs. So anyway, I want to again, if they say they want $600 for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I wanted one, I would still buy it. I would still buy it. It's just a $600 pop. It's a $600 pop. It's a $600 investment that I want, and I would just get it. And it's just a one shot. It was a one-time shot. $600 is a one-time pop. $550 is a one-time pop because it's just going to go in the house and you're just going to play it randomly. So I'm going to throw these numbers out here. It's not going to be a long video. I want you to think about these numbers I'm going to throw out here. All right, OLED on the high end, Steam Deck, $739.99 without any physical, nothing that goes in it. And that's the one I bought. I just checked today. A high-end OLED Steam Deck is $739.99 and some tax. A regular OLED, a regular Steam Deck is $529. That's the one that it's not OLED. So, a OLED Steam Deck, I got the highest one. The one that's holds all the more memory and all that kind of stuff. $739. I just checked these prices today. A regular Steam Deck, right now, I just checked, Best Buy, $529. That's just a regular one. A ROG Ally X, regular. This is another handheld. Regular, $799.99. ROG Ally X, regular. The high-end ROG Ally X is $1,099. $1,099. So you just heard me throw these numbers out at you, right? So I just threw these numbers out. I'm not going to repeat it on high-end Steam Deck, the top one, which I got with the big memory, 1 gig, whatever it's called, $739.99 right now at Best Buy. A regular Steam Deck, this is the OLED high-end, $739.99. A regular Steam Deck is $529 right now. And Steam Deck's been out for 3 or 4 years? Again, a regular ROG Ally X is $799.99 at Best Buy right now. Right now. A high-end ROG Ally X is $1,099 right now at Best Buy. Now, you ready for this? You guys remember when the PS5 came out? Everybody complained about this. And I'm not making fun of anybody. They have the right to complain. Back in 2020, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X was launching. Nobody could get a hold of them. Because why? It's because of the scalpers. So, the regular price for a PS5 was $499 with the disc. The regular price for PS5 digital was $399. The regular price for an Xbox Series X was $499. That's what they wanted for a regular price for a Xbox Series X. Okay? But yet, people went out and they were spending anywhere up to $900 to $1,700 on eBay just to get their hands on a PS5. Well, because they were hard to get. Now I waited. So most people fell in the range of $1,250. That's where most people fell in the category. The $1,700 one, I know a few people might have dropped that kind of price, but I know they went up as high as $1,700. That's from the Scalpers back in 2020. And these consoles was only $499. Xbox Series X, the highest that they could sell the Xbox Series X, because it was not, people wanted it, but it went, the lowest was $750. And the highest was $1,000. But the PlayStation 5 was way out there because everybody wanted the PlayStation 5s. And people bought them anyway. Tell you a little story. I wanted my PS5 and I waited and waited. My friend Chuck, he finally got his hands on one. My son got lucky and he got his early and he was able to get his in his cart and get it at the regular price. I remember when I finally got mine to drop, I went to UPS. I was so excited. I got off work. I couldn't wait to get off work. And I went and picked that thing up. I was like a little kid. I got up in there and I had missed the person bringing it to the house. I had to go to UPS pick it up. So this young cat, man. This young dude, man. He comes out. He takes the slip. He's sitting there. I got a smile on my face. He brings the box out. And I was like, I was smiling. He looks up at me. I said, man, I can't wait to take this thing home. And he looked at me. He goes, what'd you get? I said, got me the PS5. And he just went like this. He's like, he kind of like went like this. Like, he said, you did? I said, yeah. I said, man, I've been waiting, you know. And this is some young dude. And he went like this. He goes, yeah. He said, I got one. He said, but I didn't wait. And I said, you didn't? He goes, no. He said, I think he said he dropped like $800. He said, I just wanted it. He said, man, I just didn't wait. He goes, I just wanted it. That's all he said. I said, well, you got it. He goes, yeah. I just like, wow. He dropped $800 for his. There's some young dude. And he gave me my box, and I was all excited when I took it home. This young dude told me this. He goes, yeah, I wanted mine. I just couldn't wait, man. So he said, I ended up spending $800. So I was at work, and I was talking to this guys at work. And a couple of guys said that one guy come up to me. He said, Vic, I got me an Xbox Series X, man. He said, my buddy got me one, man. He said, but I had to pay $750, though. I said, well, you wanted it, man. He goes, yeah. He said, I ain't gonna lie, I dropped $750 because he wanted the Xbox Series X. And then another guy came up to me, he goes, this one guy come up to me, he goes, man, he said, man, F it, Vic. He said, F it. He said, he spent over $900 for his Xbox Series X, but he got a special edition that had Halo on it. So the Scalpers wanted more money for it. And he told me, he said, man, I said, F it. I said, F it, I'll spend it anyway, man. I got it, bud. I said, well, how you like it? He goes, I love it, man, you know. So the reason why I'm sharing these stories with you guys, because a lot of people out there got PS5s and Xbox Series X, and they dropped all that cash because they just couldn't wait till it was available to get in stores. A lot of people paid Scalpers a lot of money. So the question is, would you rather deal with Scalpers jacking up the price, or do you want to deal with Trump's tariffs? I would deal with Trump's tariffs. This is not a political thing. I'm just giving you this analysis here. So, I mean, it could be even worse. Let's just say if Trump didn't have a tariff, and the Scalpers all of a sudden just bought all of them, man, and jacked them prices up. And what if Nintendo didn't want $450? I think they wanted $499 for the Nintendo Switch 2, or was it $450? I think it was $150 more than what the original Nintendo was. So let's just say there was no tariffs. Trump didn't do anything. And Nintendo would sell it for, Nintendo Switch 2 would be selling for $425. I bet you guys wouldn't complain if it was $425, but you complain if it's anywhere past $450. But what I'm trying to wrap my head around is I remember how much the Scalpers was making off these people that could not wait to get the PS5 Pro, the PS5, and they couldn't wait to get the Xbox Series X. And I mean, a ton of people bought those systems way worth than what they were worth. And now you got in the past couple of years, YouTubers have been saying this is the worst generation of consoles ever because they're just not happy with it. So I guess I'm saying that would you be happy with Trump's tariffs, or would you be happy with a scalper jacking up the price? Because I just remember, man, it ain't too long ago when all these people was buying these Xbox Series X for $750 to $1,000. They were buying them PS5s for at least $900 to $1,700, and they were paying for them. Even some YouTubers said they paid scalpers for the PlayStation 5. And then on top of that, people got mad because the PlayStation Pro came out and they asked for this kind of money. And I told somebody at work the other day, I said, if I was to get, this guy works in the quality department. He's younger than me. He said, yeah, Vic, I'm thinking about getting me another game system. He goes, but I want to get that new PS5. He said, what do you think I should get? I said, just get the Pro. I said, because if I was going to get a PS5 right now, I would just get the Pro. I have no problems dropping $700 and something for that Pro, you guys. Not at all. Because I'm going to use it, and I'm going to play it, and it's coming right here in this house, and I'm just going to hook it up. And it's an investment. I'm not dropping $700 every 2-3 months. I'm not dropping $700 all the time. It's just a one-shot deal. One-shot deal. And most of y'all, when y'all get these things, you get do you get a little warranty on them? I think you do. I think you got a little warranty on them. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring this up. And in closing, this is going to be one that you're going to be like, really? What does that have to do with? I got 2 more things I'm going to drop. Eggs and beef. Eggs and beef. I was at work, and I overheard some people talking about eggs. I said, and so I walked in the locker room. I always drop off my uniforms in the locker room at my job. And I said, man, so what's up with the eggs? And the guy turned around and goes, don't you watch the news? I said, no, I don't watch the news. That's why I'm asking you how much the eggs cost. God, I told him. He just looked at me like, he said there was something wrong with all the chickens. They had to slaughter and kill a bunch of chickens because they had a disease. So that made the eggs go up. People still wouldn't bought the eggs. They talked about how much eggs cost, and they still bought the eggs. And I think it was 3 years ago when I was at work, and it was 3 years ago, and something happened where I don't know if it was a drought or there was something where they had to sell off a bunch of cattle or kill them or something like that or something. And the beef went outrageous. So I said, is the beef that high? He goes, he said, Vic, ain't you been paying attention to prices of beef? I said, not really, man. I just go to the store when I need something. So I decided, when I got off work that day, I decided to go see how much beef cost. And beef was up there. Beef was up there. Did I still buy beef? Yeah, you know why I buy beef? Because I don't eat beef that much. I eat beef like every 7 or 8 weeks. I barely eat pork. I eat a lot of fish and chicken. So, he still bought it. I like to eat egg whites because I work out. So I put egg whites in my diet. I still went out and bought a $5 carton of eggs. It's just something you have to deal with, you guys. It's something you have to deal with, folks. I'm just putting these ideas out here, just making you think. Last but not least, game-wise, I agree with all y'all, man. Games should not be that much. I don't know why games are that expensive. But at the end of the day, if there's a game I want, I'm going to buy the game. I'm going to buy E-Day when it comes out. If it's $80, $90, I'm going to buy it. It's a conspiracy, too. It could be a conspiracy. Think about this. What if it's a comparison? You guys ever watch X-Files where Fox Mulder always thought odd things? Sometimes I think that the digital company is telling the people who's printing the physicals, says, would you please jack up the prices? We will give you some money to jack up the prices. We want to make it to where when they buy a physical copy, it makes them think twice because the price will be so high. So they could be getting money from the digital company because the digital company wants to do away with them. So they're making us go, well, I'm not buying that because that's collecting. Like I collect 4K movies. I like collect physical copies. A lot of us like having it in our hands. You know, uh, sometimes I think they all working in cahoots with each other, trying to make us all go digital. Our kids, as kids, are be digital. Because that's all that they were born with computers. They're born with a cell phone in their hand, laptops. Mom and dad just put it in there. They playing Fortnite and all these other phone games. I'm just making a point about these prices. So anyway, I just give you a list of all these prices. Right now, as we speak, even with the tariffs, if Nintendo comes back and says, we want $525 for Nintendo Switch 2, and I really wanted that Nintendo Switch 2, I'm going to pay that $525 just one time, compared to my little $499 I paid for my PS5 because I waited, versus people that paid up to $1,700 for a PS5 from the Scalpers because they couldn't wait. But yeah, you got people complaining about these companies want more for their. You're getting the bang for your buck. Everybody's been waiting on the Switch 2. Now they come out and they're giving you all these bells and whistles, and then you don't want to pay the price. Or last but not least, don't buy it. Play your old system. Just play your old systems. Wait till next year. Let's just say hypothetically you really watch what you're spending. And you take that $450, you be like, I'm not buying that. And you let that money sit because you're one of those type of people that just don't spend money randomly. So you just throw it in the bank and let it sit for a while. This time next year, your wife or your boyfriend, your husband, like could tell you, says your wife, your boyfriend, husband, or your wife, girlfriend, whatever, could say, are you still not gonna buy that Nintendo Switch 2? It's been a year now. It's still the same price. You have triple that amount in the bank because you threw that money in the bank. You don't spend that much money. The girlfriend or the boyfriend or the husband or wife be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Because you watch how you spend your money. A lot of us are watching how we spend our money. Now, some people don't watch how they spend their money. I do. I keep track. So at the end of the day, you guys, I just thought I'd give you that I thought about all this today. And yeah, but as far as games, it don't bother me because if I go out and get Metroid 4 and they want $90 for just a little cartridge that I can slip into my game, I'm going to pay it. It's only one shot. It's only one shot. Guess how many games I bought this year? If I buy one, it'll be another game I bought this year. That will be my second game because the game I did buy was Borderlands, that new Borderlands with that chick I forgot that new Borderlands. I put up a video about that Borderlands spinoff. Yeah, Tina Tiny's Wonderland. That was only $30-something because it was on sale. That's the only video game I bought for 2025. And if I go ahead and go get a, Metro Prime 4, be $90. It's not no bigger deal. It's just $90. It's a big deal, but it ain't because it's just I don't buy that many video games. If I wait till next year to get E-Day, it's Microsoft. Microsoft might not even do a physical copy. So I'll be on the fence about if I get that or not. So if I have to drop that on the digital platform, then so be it. But I'd rather have physical. Anyway, be blessed. God bless. Take care. We'll catch you next video. We'll see you.